Hello, everyone. You are here with David Jose once again. And I wanted to give you the breaking news. It is now time for the Arizona AUDIT. Everything is set, contracts are signed, it's ready to go. The news media and the Board of Supervisors are going nuts. Guys, the Board of Supervisors and the news media are trying to attack the people, trying to attack the legislature. They don't know what to do. They're having a meeting today with attorneys to try to see what they can do. Guys, I got to tell you that for the first time in a very long time, the people of America are seeing what happens when the people direct their legislature. Now, I must say, guys, a long time ago, or for the history of Arizona, it was known that Arizona was kind of crooked. Now, I don't want you to take my word for it. I want you to listen to a brilliant woman who was a assistant attorney general over six, over six governors. And what I want you to do is, or six administrations, I want you to hear what it is that she has to say about the legislature in her own book. Her name is Toni McClure. Let's look. All right, guys, understanding the Arizona Constitution, Toni McClure. Let's see who she is. A leading lawyer and college educator who was an assistant attorney general through six governors. Toni McClure has written a definitive guide to Arizona government that is comprehensive as it is easy to understand. Now let's look at the bottom. For concerned citizens, it offers topics of special interest to voters. Now, isn't that amazing? Including about initiatives and referenda. That's going to be important for later. But guys, we got to realize this is not somebody that's fly by night. This is somebody who was an assistant attorney general in Arizona. Let's read. Straight from the last sentence, throughout the territorial period, legislators were accused of embezzlement, expense account padding, misappropriation of funds, and other financial irregularities. Isn't that funny? That would be a reason to not have an audit, guys. Let's see what else happened in Arizona. The 13th legislature became known as the Thieving 13th when a grand jury concluded that it had exceeded its 4,000 operating expense limit by over 46,000. More seriously, territorial legislatures were notorious for taking bribes from mining and railroad interests seeking to evade taxes and government regulation. Sometimes governors served as middlemen. Could you imagine that? For example, Governor Safford once returned $20,000 of a $25,000 payoff to the Southern Pacific Company with a candid note that the legislature was not as expensive to fix as the railroad president had anticipated. From the 1880s onward, Arizona, two major railroads and copper companies were able to block nearly all legislation adverse to their interests. Now, what does that mean, guys? This means that the Arizona legislature was known for taking bribes and that the legislature would vote for the company's interests and block the people's interests. And since the legislature was known for that, the big interests would go to them and pay them to get whatever they wanted and limit the people's power. Does that sound familiar? Okay, guys, so let's understand now. The legislature has a history of not listening to the people. So the corporations knew that they could buy out the legislature. The news media is flipping out, but they are funded by corporations. So I want you to see what's really behind this attack on the legislature from our point of view and our opinion. Today, Josh Barnett and I got together. I asked Josh Barnett to do some research, and he did it within minutes. He's blessed and has a powerful mind for finding out what's going on. And we want to show you not conspiracy theory, but who's really behind those who are attacking our great and wonderful senators who are making history by listening to the people. Now, guys, one thing that Josh Barnett found quickly was that the entity that controls or has investors over Arizona Central is Gwinnett, an investor or an investment entity. What we need to look at, guys, is who the heck owns this entity? Who has interest in this entity? And is AZ Central real news that we can trust, or do they have some corporate interests behind the scenes? Let's see what Josh found. Gannett Company, Inc. We see Warren Buffett owns 1,740,000 plus shares. And if you look at the bottom, George Soros owns 17,700 shares of GCI. Now we got to realize, guys, this is crazy. Let's go deeper. Gannett Co. Inc. is an international news and information company that publishes daily news in the USA, including USA Today, the nation's largest selling newspaper. Guys, so the guy who took people's rights away, working along with those in Nazi Germany as a child, trampling people's rights and doing inhumane things, owns the news. So guys, news media has been sitting up here telling you that anybody who likes Trump must be biased. Anybody who works in the government who likes Trump must be biased. They're calling our senators crazy, but they don't tell you that they're actually doing news and supported by the people who took people's rights away in Nazi Germany, connected to people who literally kill people for power and a thirst for blood. So guys, when you see the people of Arizona being able to talk to our senators and having them follow us, we are back in the place that we are supposed to be. Our forefathers are cheering in their graves because our legislature is actually doing what they were designed to do. Do not let people mess your brain up or program you into believing that something is wrong when the good people are doing right. Now, the Maricopa Board of Supervisors right now is planning to go after the audit and trying to stop it. We need everybody. Josh Barnett made a call to action. We need everybody to email, call the Maricopa Board of Supervisors, tear their phones up, blow them up, and tell them that you don't want this. We want our audit. Keep their hands off of it. And the people are not playing, right? We all need to call in. Josh Barnett, call to action. Let's do it right now. Let's get moving. Let's get going. They have a meeting at 10, which is in 26 minutes. So let's get rolling, y'all. Let's take massive action. We're going to stop this corruption. Let's go.